right, live on Facebook, live on YouTube, maybe? Think so. Yes, live. Okay, good. Looking good. Color was a little off over there on YouTube. Don't know what's going on over there with those guys. But anyway, all's good. Coffee in hand. Ready to go. So, give you guys a couple minutes for two reasons. First of all, to join the stream. Second of all, to ponder the title. Why is the number 548 important in your life? Anybody know the answer to that before I get to it? Anybody? Bueller? The number 548 is significant to you and me and everyone in the country because there are 435 members of the House, 100 members of Congress, 12 Supreme Court justices, and 1 president. That adds up to 548 people who make all the rules in the country. So when you consider that there are 548 people that make up all the rules in the country, you have to assume that those 548 people are happy with all the rules the way they are, because they're the ones that make the rules. If they wanted change, there would be change. If they wanted things to be different, it would be different. If they wanted things to be whatever, they are the ones that make the rules. 548 people. That's why that number is significant to you and to me and to everybody in the country, because those are the people that make the rules. Those are the people that that decide everything. And if they wanted significant change, we would have it. Now, we've got a guy up there now, a president who was not really welcomed into the fold. But he's got a background, like many of us out here in the country, a working man. He's a guy who, now obviously, he started out with as he says, a small loan from his dad for $1 million, and turned that into quite the fortune. But he's done a fantastic job, and he's run businesses, run companies, run organizations. He's had to meet payroll. He's had to do a lot of this. Had to deal with a lot of the stuff. The regulation on the regulation side. And can you even imagine building something or trying to build something in New York City today? They built the Empire State Building in, I think it was less than a year, if I'm not mistaken. It took them 15 years? I don't even think the Freedom Tower's finished yet, but it took them 15 years to build that thing. And that's all red tape related. That's not because our construction technology has gone backwards to that point. That's the regulatory environment that they're in. I'm not saying all regulation is bad, but the reality is over-regulation is stifling. And we've got a guy up there now who has unleashed American ingenuity and American know-how and American business in a way that we have not seen in decades. And we're seeing the results, plain and simple. We are seeing the results. I heard some numbers this morning. I don't have the exact numbers, but I heard some pretty staggering numbers this morning, just in Texas. We're talking about immigration now, illegal immigration, and some numbers in Texas that were just staggering. Since 2011, I think it is 1,300 homicides, 20,000 drug arrests, 80,000 criminal arrests, and sexual assaults, and just tens of thousands. We're having an effect. We're having an effect down there by our more enforcement of the existing laws that are down there, even with the steadfast refusal by many of those 548 people to fund what is widely wanted by the American people, that is the wall funding. They all, Trump, and I wasn't particularly thrilled with this, but Trump gave them an incredible opportunity with their DACA, the Dreamers, in order to get, I think 2 or 3 times the number of Dreamers that they wanted, to get them all in the system and all beginning to get processed through. But they turned it down flat because there was wall funding in there, which just goes to show you, again, 548 people. They make the rules. If they wanted change, there would be change. The vast majority of us out here in the country do want change. But 548 people are making the decisions for over 300 million. I'm not suggesting, mob rule or, we don't live in a democracy. We live in a representative republic. So that's the difference. True democracy is just mob rule. And that's not what we're looking for. It's not what I'm suggesting. But what I am saying is that a representative republic should represent what the public wants. And it's not happening. It's not happening in large measure across the board. And forget immigration. Pick the issue. Whatever the issue is that you want. Taxes, regulatory reform. Obviously the border. Any number of issues that we've got. Gun control. Supreme Court justices, judges. I heard some stuff yesterday. I was listening to some stuff yesterday about the appointment of judges and how the Senate is kind of bottlenecking a lot of Trump's appointments. But even with all the end fighting and all the resistance there, by the end of this year, he will have appointed something along the lines of 30%, I think it was, of the appellate court judges in the system, which is just an astounding rate of success there. And there's I believe literally hundreds of his appointments still in the pipe that just are not getting through the system because of the archaic rules of the Senate, and that they're being blocked and slow walked by again some of that 548 people who are making all the decisions. If they wanted it to be different, it would be different, but they don't want it to be different because in their world, different means they are going to lose power. They're going to lose control. And that's the kiss. That's the death nail for them, the kiss of death for those guys up there. So just a little government lesson today, a little civics lesson. We have 435 members of the House, 100 members of the Senate, 12 Supreme Court justices, and 1 president. Those are the guys and gals that make the rules. If they wanted the rules to be different, they would be. So anyway, that's it for this morning, guys. Got back on time today, pretty much on track. A new distance record on the bike this morning, 12 miles. So good deal there. And I think maybe I will. I'm working towards that 20-mile mark. So the issue is time. I was kind of content with 10, 11 miles and just kind of working on getting that time down on that course. I expanded the course a little bit this morning and brought it out to 12 miles and did that in just a couple minutes over an hour. But But maybe I would like to get up to 20 at some point. But again, the issue is going to be time. How much earlier do I have to get up, and in order to get a little coffee in, and still get the bike ride done in a timely fashion? So yeah, we'll see. But in the meantime, still kicking it out. That's good. Had a flat tire Wednesday, so didn't get the ride yesterday, but back in service today, so it's all good. So that's it. As always, if you enjoy the screams, please subscribe if you enjoy the streams. Subscribe on YouTube and give me the hearts on Facebook and the share on Facebook, likes on YouTube, hearts, likes and hearts, and hit the subscription bell on YouTube and Facebook side. Give me all the hearts and the shares you can, and I definitely appreciate it. Appreciate you guys, and I will see you all soon. But before we go, I want you to remember: doesn't matter whether you think you can or you think you can't. You're right. God bless. Have a great day.